He spent 3 years blaming the world for his misery. And then, a single sentence from an old woman with clay-covered hands, well, it changed his entire life.
For 3 whole years, his life felt like a wheel that just wouldn't turn, completely stuck in the mud of his own blame. And that's when he met her. So this is Keshav. At just 22 years old, he had this storm of anger just raging inside of him, and honestly, he felt completely and utterly trapped. He was pointing his finger at everyone, his father, the city he lived in, even fate itself. While his friends were all out there, building their lives, he was just standing still, all tangled up in his own resentment. Then one afternoon, just trying to escape his own thoughts, he stumbled into this quiet little workshop. And there, he saw an old woman. Her name was Lakshmi Bai, and she was so peacefully shaping this wet clay on her turning wheel. He just watched mesmerized as a pot started to take shape under her steady hands. And a question just sort of burned its way out of him. Her answer, it wasn't at all what he expected. It wasn't about some grand design or perfect plan. It was just about simple, continuous motion. But Keshav pushed a little more. His own frustrations were bubbling up. He was asking about the clay, sure, but what he was really asking about was his own life. She just gave him this gentle smile, almost like she understood the real question hidden underneath. She said, "Oh, all clay has cracks. Imperfections are a part of everything. But the cracks, they aren't the real problem." And there it was, the truth. It hit him like a lightning bolt. The wheel doesn't turn itself. The clay doesn't shape itself. It was always, always about the hands. And in that one instant, everything just clicked. He realized all the energy he had wasted on blaming other people, that was energy he could have been using to turn his own wheel. He was the one keeping himself stuck. And so he began. He started turning the wheel. He asked her to teach him. He learned to make the pots. Then he learned how to sell them. And over the next 10 years, he even started teaching others, creating this beautiful community from that one simple lesson. He always kept that very first pot he made. It was lopsided, full of cracks, and just beautifully imperfect. It was his constant reminder that things don't start out perfect. They become something beautiful because of the hands that just refuse to stop working. This really gets to the heart of an ancient, powerful idea called Purushartha. And it simply means this: no star arranged your fate, no person stole your future, only your hands can shape your life. So, has a mentor or maybe just a single moment in your own life ever taught you a lesson as powerful as this one? I would genuinely love to read your story in the comments.